Hello guys, good morning, good evening and good night to you, wherever you are. In today's video, I'll discuss my team for the FPL of Game Week 4. But first, make sure you subscribe, because if you haven't subscribed, go subscribe now. There is no point of not subscribing, so subscribe. But now, let's start. McCarthy in goal. As I said many times, he's a set and forget, so I'm not going to transfer him out anytime, so he's going to be my goalkeeper for every time until I wildcard. So no need to discuss him. Then Trent Alexander-Arnold against Aston Villa away. I think he'll do well because Aston Villa are most likely going to sit back and defend deep. That's what I believe they'll do, because it's against Liverpool, and then Liverpool will play with a high line, which will make Aston Villa defend deep. So then Trent can actually attack more often than he did in his hard games in the first 3 game weeks. He had Leeds, which were a hard team. He had Chelsea, who were a strong team. He had Arsenal, who were another strong team. But now against Aston Villa, who are a weaker team, he might be able to attack more. Saiss, who got 0 points last game week for me, now is playing Fulham at home. So I really believe he'll keep a clean sheet. And if he doesn't get a clean sheet, I want him to at least score a header or something like that, because I need him to do something, because my team last week performed bad. Now, Reece James, my other defender, is playing Crystal Palace, and now Edouard Mendy is most likely going to be Chelsea's first choice goalkeeper. So, Chelsea might be better defensively against Crystal Palace, and Crystal Palace are not too good attacking. Maybe he'll be able to keep clean sheet, but also, Reece James is an attacking fullback, so he might get a goal contribution. Hopefully he does. My 4th centre-back, Justin, for Leicester City against West Ham United. West Ham United scored 4 goals against Wolves, which you could say are arguably the better defensive team than Leicester City. So, would Leicester City concede 4 goals? No, I don't think that. I think that was a one-off game and West Ham got lucky and scored 4 goals. Maybe this time Leicester will be able to tactically set up that will allow them to keep a clean sheet. But also, Justin is a good attacking fullback, so he might be able to get a goal or an assist. Hopefully he does. Then, my midfielders. I'm playing 3 midfielders because of my bench, who are St. Maximin, Stephens. Both of them are most likely not going to get many points because St. Maximin is injured. So I have Mo Salah as my first midfielder that I'll talk about. And he's going to be my captain. There's a reason to this, because I believe he'll score a goal against Aston Villa. Even though Aston Villa are the only team to concede 0 goals in the first 3 game weeks. But Aston Villa only played 2 games. So they do have an advantage, and they played 2 weak oppositions. They played Fulham, which are not very strong, and they played Sheffield United, which are not very strong attackingly. So you probably expect them to keep a clean sheet against them. I don't think they'll keep a clean sheet against Liverpool, and you could say arguably that Mane is playing better than Mo Salah now. But if I go to Mane, then it's a waste of transfer, and Mo Salah might be able to do something, and he's on penalty. So if Aston Villa do concede a penalty, Salah will most likely take it. My other midfielder, who I brought in instead of Son, is James Rodriguez. There were 3 options I was looking at when I brought in James Rodriguez. It was him, there was Harvey Barnes, and there was Zaha. I don't particularly like Zaha, and I think that he will not be able to do well in his next coming game weeks. And Harvey Barnes is a good player. And actually, from going from Son to Rodriguez, it gave him enough money for next week to go from St. Maximin to Harvey Barnes. So, I think that's a good option I could do. But it depends if Warner scores or not. Because if Warner does not play against Crystal Palace, then I might sell him before I take out St. Maximin. And James Rodriguez creates a lot of chances, and I think he's created the most chances in the Premier League this season. So, he might be able to get an assist, or maybe he'll take a free kick, I don't know. He might be able to score. Hopefully he does one of those. And then, De Bruyne as my other midfielder. I didn't captain him because I believe he's more likely to get an assist, not a goal, which is less points than a goal. And Salah is more likely to get a goal than an assist, so I picked Salah. Both of them have 2 good fixtures. Each one of them might get a goal and assist. Who knows what will happen. And De Bruyne, I took him for long-term option because he's a very, very, very good player and can create many chances and assist many times. Hopefully he does assist. And maybe he'll score a free kick, which is very good for me. Then, Mitrovic as my striker. He's playing against Wolves, and I don't think he'll do anything against them. I honestly don't think he'll get any points, maybe only 2 points for the game. But I'm playing him only because of my bench, as I said. my bench, I don't think there's any other players that can play that will perform better than him. And if suddenly Wolves play bad defensively, then Mitrovic is most likely going to score the goals for Fulham. So then I have Mitrovic in my team, so I'm not worried about that. Then my other striker, Timo Werner. I'm a bit nervous of him because I feel I should take him out early, but also I feel that he might be able to do something in this game week, or maybe in the next game week, because he has Crystal Palace now and then Southampton later, so he might be able to do something. But if he doesn't score against Crystal Palace, he'll most likely drop in price. So he'll most likely drop in price during the international break, which is a very bad thing, because he might drop in price by 0.2 million, which is a lot, because he'll go from 9.5 to 9.2, because now he's already 9.4 million. I really hope he doesn't drop in price, and I really hope he scores many goals, maybe even a hat-trick against Crystal Palace. Then Calvert-Lewin as my final player that I will discuss. He's playing against Brighton home Albion. He's the top scorer of the Premier League, and I've had him since the beginning, so he's gained in price a lot. Hopefully he continues his form and he scores more goals. He also scored a hat-trick in his Carabao Cup game, so he might be able to score another hat-trick against Brighton, because Brighton are not very good defensively. They do concede a lot of goals. And with James Rodriguez, he's a very good player that creates many chances, so he might be able to slip in Calvert-Lewin through on goal, which will make Calvert-Lewin possibly score a goal. Hopefully he does that. Hopefully Rodriguez gets an assist and Calvert-Lewin gets the goal, because that will help my team. And guys, tell me your team. Tell me what you think of my team. And if you have any questions, tell me in the comments below. And thank you guys for watching. Hopefully you enjoyed the video. And make sure to subscribe. And goodbye.